and welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Sean, along with my friend Melanie,
hello,
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how the related themes impact our lives.
and how Melanie will eventually come to love it.
And I feel like it's happening. I really do, little by little, bit by bit.
I have to say that I am not looking down at my computer as much to take notes. I'm actually watching the show, and then I go, "Ooh, I better take some notes." So it's drawing me in a little.
Okay.
I'll admit it.
All right. Today we are talking about Season 2, Episode 16, Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered.
That's a song. Do you know that?
I do.
Okay.
It was featured on the Simply Irresistible soundtrack.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they did that on Glee. They probably did do that on Glee.
Yes. And for those of you who don't know the film Simply Irresistible, it is an amazing piece of cinema.
Oh, boy.
Starring Sarah Michelle Gellar from 1999.
We're not going to be covering that, are we?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
It was mine and my husband's, first real date.
Yeah.
Like the first date was over at his place, which sounds bad. But the first time we went out, we went and saw that movie.
It's the Gellar, right? Is she in that?
I just said Sarah Michelle.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry.
Sarah
While you were talking, I was thinking, who's in that? Maybe you should tune in and listen, Melanie.
Sean Patrick Flannery, too, I think.
Is that who it is?
Somebody with 3 names.
Edward James Olmos.
Definitely not him. It's a cute movie, but it really does have a good soundtrack.
Okay. Is the Robert Palmer song in there?
No, it's not, actually.
What?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
There is a puppet crab. Not... It looks
Does
like
it have a knife?
crab.
Is it a demon killer?
Oh, does it have a knife? It definitely had a wholesome things at points throughout the movie. It's interesting.
Okay.
I feel like everyone should see it once. And it had a little bit of cooking, baking thing to it, so I appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So back to Buffy.
Okay. Back to the episode.
Yes.
Or back to our discussion.
Yeah.
This takes place during Valentine's Day.
Yes.
What are your feelings on Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
A little. Mine and my husband's anniversary, our dating anniversary, is the week before.
Oh.
I would rather celebrate that.
Yeah.
I mean, we normally, we get each other a little token, Valentine's, Reese's, or...
I feel like he goes crazy. He's very sentimental that way.
Yeah, I mean,
So I think he probably buys you stuff, right?
little thing, definitely, in the earlier years of our relationship, got roses delivered, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I truly believe it is a bit of a Hallmark holiday. I mean, it's a nice holiday to express your love.
Yeah.
You should be doing that every day. But, I don't like the people who expect a lot out of that.
Yeah.
It's a day.
Okay.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's my view.
We usually do something small.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we go crazy. Have you ever done a grand romantic gesture for Valentine's Day for anyone?
One for him. One Valentine's Day, I booked a room in the Marriott in Times Square, and then we went to go see Phantom of the Opera, which is his favorite musical.
Wow.
So yeah, I did that.
Good
that
one.
year. Yeah. Otherwise, again, not really, just because our anniversary is the week before, so not too much.
Yeah.
One year when I was still in college, I got this girl a cute little Valentine's Day stuffed cow and made her a card. And gave it to her. And the next day she gave me a card that said, "Happy Valentine's Day to my study buddy."
Oh,
friend-zoned.
Oh, no.
I was like, you know what? I am done with women.
That was it.
That was it. That was the final straw. I definitely got something for my high school girlfriend. I think it was a stuffed cow. And some chocolates.
That's nice.
Most Valentine's Day chocolates
are awful.
It's the ones you buy in the drugstore.
Like Russell Stover and Whitman's, that kind of stuff.
I bet you look online so you can get some good quality dark chocolate.
Sure.
Valentine's Day themed thing.
Yes.
And I always liked when I was little elementary school, giving out the Valentines, which
yes.
I mean, I would give them to the whole class because that's the right thing to do.
You make the construction paper Valentine's card holder.
Yes, that, and then the little boxed ones that were themed.
Yes,
and we even did them at work.
Yes,
I
I think
forgot about
so.
that. Yeah,
We're fun.
we are fun.
Sean and I, when we worked together, he was the lead of one team and I was the lead of the other team, and we had an unofficial competition to see who had the funnest team.
It was mine.
It was mine for a little while.
And then things
Personnel
changed.
changes, and then not so much. I have done some grand romantic Valentine's gestures in my past. I had a guy I dated, and he was teaching at a community college. And so I found out where his classroom was, and I went there before he got there.
And you were wearing a little black raincoat?
No,
Okay.
no, but I like went with all these Valentines, like confetti and stuff, and his students were already there, and they watched me while I scattered stuff all over his desk, and I wrote on the chalkboard, "Happy Valentine's Day," and blah blah blah. And, yep,
Oh, that's sweet. Did he appreciate
it was sweet. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. You know, it could have been considered pretty stalkery, I guess. Right?
I'm watching. Can I take us off track for a second?
Please.
I'm watching. I know I've told you, Dead Boy Detectives on Netflix.
Yes.
And in this latest episode, one of the characters is getting these like secret admirer letters in the mail, and they're typed. It's not even handwritten, but they're typed. And with the help of someone else, she finds out who it is, and they end up going on a date together. And the date's going really well, and then the person that she's on the date with, the secret admirer, is saying like, "I like it when you do this. I like it when you do that. I like it when you wear that oversized nightshirt to bed." And she's never been in the person's apartment, so it's like, how do you know that? And then it turns stalker. And then there's some murder, but yeah, it's like ugh.
Can I tell you my favorite Valentine story?
Sure.
It's very dramatic.
Oh boy.
And it probably doesn't paint me in a great light, but it's very funny, so I'll tell it. When I was I in school or was I working? I was in my graduate program, and I was teaching at elementary school as my internship. And it was Valentine's Day, and I was living with my boyfriend at the time. I was not happy, and I happened to be out that day sick, and I got a call by one of the office people saying, "Oh, it was Valentine's Day. Oh, you got a package here. It looks like flowers for Valentine's Day. I'll meet you at so-and-so address, and you can pick them up." I was like, "Oh my gosh, so great." So going to meet her and fully expecting, a nice card for my boyfriend and blah, blah, blah. So I meet her. I get the flowers. It's a box, like a long stem roses box. Beautiful roses. I get them. I just put it in my car, and I head back to my house. I walk in the door with the flowers, and my boyfriend is laying on the couch, and I just walk in. I'm like, "Thank you so much." Oh, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, so read the card." And I read the card, and it wasn't from him. It was from this guy that I was kind of cheating on him.
Oh my god!
I wasn't yet cheating on him. I was like, this was before, like online, like it was a friend of like my friends had brought this guy to town when they visited, and I met this guy, and we really got along great. And he knew I had a boyfriend. He lived in Dallas, so nothing was really happening. But he sent me these roses, and oh my gosh, when I read the card, of course, all the blood drained from my face, and my boyfriend's like, "Who are they from?" And yeah, it turned out they were from this other guy.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It was very dramatic. He made me call the guy on the phone while he stood there and tell him, "I'm with someone, nothing's going to happen." Fast forward, I broke up with that guy and went with the guy from Dallas. He moved to Florida. But yeah, that was very dramatic. I know. There was a lot of drama in my life back then. I've evened out since then.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was the narcoleptic guy.
Oh, yeah.
The guy from Dallas.
Yes.
If you recall, in the arc of Melanie's romantic life...
The one who needed the really loud alarm clock.
Yes.
Okay.
That one.
Yes.
Huh. Oh, man.
That's a story.
I got some stories.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, I'm not proud of them all, but,
Well, you know what? But
they are interesting, and they are what make up my life.
Yeah.
Life is
who
messy.
shames you? Yeah. So, in this episode, there's a love potion.
There is a love potion.
Do you ever see the movie Love Potion number 9?
Yes, it was so bad.
With Sandra Bullock?
And Tate Donovan.
Yes. Yeah, it was bad.
Who played Joshua in Friends.
Joshua. Joshua!
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Joshua.
I'm just picturing Rachel in her cheerleading.
Oh, yes.
That's a good episode. Yes. What other love potions have there been in cinema? I feel like there's been tons.
Harry Potter.
Ron got it.
Lavender.
Right? Patil?
Lavender Brown. No, her name was Lavender. No, not Patil.
I'm mixing up Parvy.
You
Patil.
are. Lavender was the one that gave him the love potion.
Yes.
And then he's all googly-eyed for her.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And Practical Magic.
How could we forget Practical Magic?
I think we have already talked about.
With Goran Vučković. I don't remember his
bless
last
you.
name. He was the guy, the real sexy guy from ER. But he was the boyfriend in Practical Magic.
Oh, okay,
That they kill and,
Yes.
Spoilers for Practical Magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not Aiden Quinn, the other guy.
Yeah, I know who you mean now. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Goran something.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But love potions, never good.
Well, no, because
They never have the intended consequence.
And I mean, we'll talk about it more in the episode. But like, Amy warned him of that. Like, you don't do it. You can't fake that.
That's right.
It was more of a love spell, but in the craft, which we've also talked about.
Yes.
She did that to Skeet Ulrich.
She did.
And it went very badly.
Yes.
Stay away from love spells.
Yes.
That is the moral of this episode. So you want to get into the episode?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. We start off in the cemetery with Buffy and Xander.
Buffy and Xander in the cemetery. Xander is going to give Cordelia a pretty heart pendant for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. He was cute.
And he's kind of asking for love advice.
And Buffy's like thinks that he could find somebody better.
And he's like, yeah, well, I have feelings for somebody better, but she's unavailable.
And at first I thought he meant Willow, and I'm like, oh, he means Buffy.
No, he means her. Awkward.
That's kind of, don't do that. That's kind of crappy.
Awkward. And then the random Asian vampire stuntman gets obviously pulled out of that grave by some wires. Yeah.
It was a quick slay.
Yeah.
And because she held on to the stake.
It did not disappear. Every time now I'm watching that.
Stake watch.
Yes, stake watch.
Right before the credits, Buffy called Xander Zand.
Xand. I wrote that down too. I was like, no, that's not right.
Never again, please.
Xand.
Yeah.
I mean, Xander is already an abbreviation.
For Alexander, yeah.
Well, you could shorten it more.
Yeah.
Buff.
Buff. For now, she's Buff.
Buffa. She's Buffa.
And we get credits.
Yes.
And
opening credits.
Some generic 90s music.
Yes. We're at school. Cordelia's clique is giving her the cold shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Harmony's back.
And Harmony is back. Okay.
Did you notice the woman, or girl, I guess, on the red leather jacket with the red beret?
Oh, of course I did. That was a giant beret.
It was very big.
I know.
It felt very Clueless-ish.
Or very Heathers-ish. For me, I'm a little older, because they were all, like the one red girl, the one yellow girl. But I wrote down that this is the most the Minions have spoken in any episode thus far.
Yes.
They had stuff to say. Yeah. And then we're in class, and Buffy's got her jaunty scarf on.
Yes. Yep.
Although I do notice in these recent episodes, her season 1 pastels are long gone, and she's wearing darker.
Yeah, a
lot of black.
Black and browns.
And her makeup is a little darker or more dramatic or something. I don't know. I don't know if I would like it.
Well, she is a little older now. 17.
All right.
She is.
She's had a total personality shift in 1 year.
And we get Amy.
Amy's back. And then Willow is all excited. Or they're going to talk about going to the Bronze for Valentine's Day.
For the Valentine's Day dance.
Yeah.
At the club.
That's right. We're going to the club. For some scones. And scones and tea and Valentine's dance. And Willow says, my boyfriend's in the band.
Yeah, that was cute.
Aww.
She was all hyped up.
Yeah.
And then Amy pulls some witchcraft.
Yeah. And she gets out turning in a paper.
I like writing, but I never liked writing papers.
Oh, I love writing papers.
Yeah, I'm sure you
By
do.
the end, what a nerd. You know what? Because I figured it out. I think, when I was in college. It doesn't matter what position you take.
As long as you support
As
it.
long as you've got 3 quotes.
Yes.
You could argue any point.
Yeah.
And you just got to put it in the right format, and you could say anything. It doesn't matter. It's a game. It's a farce.
And it must have been harder for you because
I'm a girl?
No.
Sexist, Sean.
no.
Man,
I'm not
what
going
a
to
jerk.
discriminate on your sex.
right,
I'm
what?
going to discriminate on your age.
Okay.
Well, because I got
Because all we had was scratch boards.
I got my master's 6 years ago. So everything, all my papers, all my research was online.
Yes.
You had to actually go to a library and get books to get your quotes, right?
Yes.
I can't imagine doing that. That must have been so
Yes.
time consuming.
Yes.
Ugh.
I spent a lot of time in the library.
I'm sure.
But then I found this great series in the education library. It was called Taking Sides. And so it had a bunch of real hot education topics. And it had each side of the debate presented.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Laid it right out there. That was my wiki.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stop discriminating against
Thank you
now.
very much.
And yeah, so she pretends, or I wrote down hypnotizes, but I feel like that's not the right word.
She just stares at that teacher, and the
Yeah.
teacher's like, "Okay, Amy."
I'll take your paper now. Does the empty hand motion. And they go out in the hallway, get some awkwardness between Giles and Jenny.
Yeah. But Giles says to Buffy, "Can I have a word?" And Buffy says, "Have a sentence even."
Yes.
Yeah. And then Jenny walks into the hallway, very awkward, and he gives her the brush off.
He's got better things to do. He's got to worry about his slayer.
Yep. So then Buffy and Giles are in the library, and Giles has been reading up on Angelus and his antics.
Not good
In the
around.
past.
Not good around Valentine's
He likes
Day.
Valentine's Day, I guess. Ew. Does not bode well. So he says Buffy should lay low and he'll patrol.
Which I heard that. I
Sure.
don't know why. He's just going to get knocked
What's
out.
he gonna do? Yeah.
And then off to the factory.
Yes.
Drusilla still has the nice nails that you pointed out.
So you noticed them
I
this
did
time.
notice them this
yes,
time. Like,
they look
they
nice,
are
right?
nice. Yeah.
And Spike's cheek is looking a lot better now.
He's
Still
healing.
confined to a wheelchair
Well,
because the church fell on him, as Sean likes to remind me.
Yes. And the cheek heals before the spine is all put back together.
All right. That foam board church can do some damage.
And he gives her a gift.
He gives her a necklace,
Yeah.
a very pretty necklace, but doesn't live up to what Angel brings her.
A heart.
A heart.
A real heart.
A real heart. She was licking her lips at that heart.
Oh, yes.
While they're doing their bickering thing. She's like eyeing that thing. I thought, man, she's going to go face first to that heart. Are we going to see it? Because she wants that thing.
Do you remember, did you still watch The Real World when they were in Europe? When they went to Europe, like the first or second time?
When they were in London.
London.
Yes.
And the one...
Neil.
He got a heart in a box, but it was like a real
It's
heart.
a heart in a box.
Not again.
Yeah, and it had like a...
Nails through it, right?
I don't remember if the girlfriend gave him the heart in the box, but he made a Valentine that had like barbed wire around it and stuff.
Yeah.
And
That was
I
interesting.
looked them up not that long ago because I got nothing to do. So but I looked up and he's still very punk rock, and he's like a anarchist now, and I don't know, Neil. Yeah, that was a lackluster season of The Real World.
I feel like
in my opinion.
That's when it started going downhill.
You think so?
Yeah, I stopped shortly after that.
Yeah.
Angel puts on the necklace for Drusilla and
Yes.
definitely throws some taunts Spike's way.
Yes.
You know? And then off to the bronze.
Yes, off to the bronze to watch the dingoes ate my baby.
Willow is grooving. She is loving it.
She is, and Oz is like giving her eyes.
Yes.
What do they call it in Bring It On when they're cheering and Kirsten Dunst is having the cheer sex with Jesse in the stands? That's totally what Oz is doing to Willow.
It was kind of hot.
What does he play? Does he play guitar or bass?
I think it's guitar, not bass.
All right. He's giving her the eyes.
He's definitely
in any
giving her
case,
those,
he's
yes.
giving her the eyes. They're so cute.
And she thinks she's a groupie.
She does have a groupie.
And then we go off to 1630 Ravello Drive.
Yes.
Buffy's house.
Yes.
There's a knock on the door. I never answer my door. Unless I know someone's coming over, I never
Same. I don't either.
the
Because
door.
these days, it's just a salesperson. No, thank you.
Killer.
But Buffy gets up, leaves the giant smorgasbord of snacks,
I didn't notice.
giant plate of Oreos, and like 5 bags of chips, and
They're having a
girls'
they're having
night.
a Galentine's
they're
Day.
having a Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So anyway, and there's nobody at the door. But now she comes back, but now Joyce is missing.
It's gone.
Whoever it was really fast and really quiet.
Yes.
Like, so quiet. You don't even hear, whoop.
Yeah.
It's just what you'd expect to hear.
And then Buffy runs into her in the kitchen.
Yes.
Scares the crap out of her.
She's like, I'm checking the back door, which
Why?
you would have heard her.
Yes.
And that was really fast, Joyce. No. Okay. Suspension of disbelief.
Giant black ribbon box.
The giant black ribbon box.
Is that where your roses came in?
It was a white box, but it was just like that. One of those
Okay.
long boxes with a big bow on it.
And there's some roses in the box. And a card. Soon.
Look.
And then we are off to the Bronze.
Yes.
Xander is just pouring out his heart to Cordelia.
Poor Cordelia, though. She's bummed.
Yeah.
She's sitting there bummed because her friends are being jerks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then Xander gives her the pendant, and he's got feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got feelings too. She likes it.
You could see it on her
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
And then
I want to break up.
I want to break up. Aww.
On Valentine's Day.
Because she's just a slave to her friends.
Yeah.
She just, yeah.
Freaking high school.
High school's hard, y'all.
But it gets better. I know we've said that before, but it really does.
Okay, because she says they don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Or really. It's all her issues. So now we're back at school, and Santa is walking in the hallway, and everybody knows.
And they're all laughing
And they're all laughing at him, and one guy goes, "Dude, way to get dumped." I was like, man, harsh.
News travels fast in this school.
Well, we already know that it
Yeah,
does, but man, they're all jerks.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So what does Xander do? Goes for Amy.
Yeah.
He wants to put the helm out to work for him.
Yeah.
Blackmails her, basically.
That's what he says. He says blackmail's such a dirty word. And she says, well, I didn't say blackmail. He's like, well, I'm about to blackmail you, so I'm just getting ahead of it. Yeah.
He wants a love spell.
Yeah. He's tired of being a loser. And he says, but he doesn't want a love spell so that she loves him. He wants a love spell so that he can
Break her heart.
and get revenge. Man, he's kind of a jerk, too.
He is.
But, he's hurt. I know. Okay. They cast the spell.
Mm-hmm. Well, not yet.
Oh, first you see in the library, and Buffy is telling Giles she wants info.
Yeah. He doesn't really say anything.
He's
at that
withholding.
point. Yeah.
He doesn't, but he agrees to give her some info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Then
Then we're in the science lab.
not yet.
Oh, no.
So,
Okay, what?
Xander and Cordy are talking. He wants the locket back.
Oh, yeah.
And she says it's in her locker. She goes to
Yes.
open it, but meanwhile she's really still wearing it under her clothes.
I know. Because she really cares.
You know,
She's just a slave to her friends.
Yeah. And then we're in the science lab.
We're in the science lab where you do all your witchcraft spells.
Well, I mean, you have the
And
beakers there.
Xander is on the floor half naked with some weird symbol on his chest.
Was there like something on the floor too, like a symbol around him? Or was he
He was holding a candle.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah, that might have been sitting in a circle or something. I don't know.
So, all right, so I have read a lot of books about mythology the last few years. I read the
Yes.
whole Percy Jackson series and a couple other ones. Mm-hmm. So she's praying to Diana, the goddess of love
Yes.
and a hunt.
Yes.
Aphrodite is the goddess of love. Diana is the goddess of the hunt. I'll give her that. But
Okay.
not goddess of love.
Okay.
Wrong.
All right.
Just a little bit of research. They got.
She doesn't have anything to do with it?
I don't think
Well, maybe
so.
it was it's a hunting thing because you're like primal hunting.
I'm suspending my disbelief.
All right. Okay. All right.
I mean, they got Janus right. They couldn't get that right.
And then later she's praying to Hecate
yes.
as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hecate. in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
episode. And then so she
She casts a spell.
casts a spell.
And then he blows out the candle, and then you cut to commercial.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and so then the next day, Xander enters to some slam and rock music, so you know something's going on, right? You just see his shoes, and he's in the hallway, and he's a big man. And then he goes over to Cordelia, and obviously the spell did not work the way they intended. Cordelia is not in love with him.
No, same Cordelia.
Yeah, same Cordelia. Sitting with her friends, though, so she got her wish. She's back with her friends.
Freaking harmony.
Yeah.
And then we go off to the library.
In the library.
My note is Buffy gets a little horny. And it's subtle.
So we're in the library, and Giles is giving Buffy the info she wanted about Angel's prior antics on Valentine's Day. Xander comes in to get some comforting because Cordelia doesn't have the feelings for him the way he hoped. And then, Buffy starts slutting it up onto him, man. And then Amy comes in, and she's like, the spell didn't work. But then Amy is starting to kind of have feelings for him.
Yep, they're out in the hallway.
Yeah.
It's like, the spell didn't work, but we could just hang out.
Yeah.
And then the girl with the hair.
Oh, yes. Sean sent me a picture of this before I even watched the episode.
What the hell is that hair?
It was big. It was big, awful hair.
Well, it was like the curling.
It was like
at the end.
A comic strip girl character. Yeah. Like yes, that's what it was.
My sister.
How when you're learning to draw, that's how you draw a girl's hair.
Yes. My sister in the 80s had a Barbie game for our Commodore 64.
Okay.
And, like, you drive to the store. Well, first.
Sexist.
Well, no. Ken calls her up and says, "Hey, let's go to the beach." So she drives to the store to find an outfit.
Okay.
I used to play it a lot. And so you stop like at the outfit, but then you go stop and get the hair. And it was like basically wigs. It looked like you trade them off. Yeah. But one of them was that hairstyle exactly.
Oh yeah.
So that's all.
I know at Halloween time when you go to the spirit store, you can buy it's a foam. A styrofoam hair, and that's the shape, and you just put it on your head.
So then she interrupts, and Amy's like, "We're talking here."
Yes.
So something's up.
Something is up.
Did you know? Like as soon as Buffy started getting a little, okay,
yes.
All right.
I didn't know why Cordelia wasn't affected, but yeah. So then Xander goes home. Mm-hmm. And he walks into his room, which is a mess, by the way. Mm-hmm. What a crazy room.
I had to pause to see what was in it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you see the giant alarm clock on the shelf?
No, but I did. I was trying to read. There was a sign on his wall that said sheep.
Yes.
And then I don't know what it said above sheep.
ETNIES, Etnies, which I think was like a skater clothing brand.
Oh, okay.
Definitely late 90s thing.
Is it has to do with the sheep?
I don't think so.
Like somehow it's connected? Okay.
I don't think so.
Because that same sheep sticker or whatever it is in another episode, I think our next episode, is in Willow's room.
Oh.
So I didn't know if it was a band. He also has a Widespread Panic poster in his room, I noticed.
Yep.
Another 90s band.
An Elvis bust.
Yes, I did see that.
A hockey stick.
Okay.
And Willow.
And Willow in his bed
just
pops up. Oh, you know how she popped up? Do you remember me telling you about my bad dream?
Yes.
Where that was kind of what Willow did. The way she popped up from out of the covers. Yes.
I forgot about that. Because I was like so busy looking at his room, and then all of a sudden she's there.
Yes. Unexpected.
And they've been in bed together before.
Ooh, but they were in footy pajamas.
Man, I miss footy pajamas.
I don't.
Oh, I do.
Yeah?
Oh, I love the feel of those things.
Oh, okay.
I used to slide down the stairs because he would just fly. There was practically no friction.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, at this point, Xander has dealt with Praying Mantis Lady.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Inca Mummy Girl. Mm. And then he's got a fake scorpion on this wall. Like, you'd think with all his bug things that he would not like that. But it was there. And Willow wants
He's
Xander.
Complex.
Yeah,
she wants him to be her first.
Yeah. Damn, this love spell really kicked in.
Woo! And then she's got him pinned up against the wall, and he's like, I don't want to use force. And she gets this look on her face and says, force is okay.
Yes.
Like, freaky streak.
Well, have you ever seen American Pie?
Ooh, no.
Oh.
I haven't.
All right, we're watching that.
All right.
Next time we're doing a movie, because she says a line.
Yeah.
She's like, please, this innocent girl.
Yeah.
And then she says this one line.
She drops the line and you're like, what?
It was just like that.
Oh, really?
Like, the Force is okay.
I know.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Do you think she meant the Force like in Star Wars?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
All right. And then he's like, time for me to act like a man and hide.
But he goes back to school.
You know, they've got 3 sets.
There.
He's not going to go to the cemetery because that's all sorts of stuff that's always going on there. The bronze is closed.
And we get slow motion montage.
Yep.
I had to look up the song. I knew the song. I didn't know who it was by. Got the Love by Average White Band.
Oh, okay.
All the girls are like giving him like, you know, the kissy eyes. And some guys. I like went back there. There's like some lip biting from some guys.
I took a video of this scene because I put enter Xander to funky stud music. And I said the girls and the guys are giving him the eyes. I know those guys were, yeah. We'll post that video.
Okay.
Because, yeah, everybody wanted him.
And then off to the library.
Yes.
Xander confesses what he did to Giles.
Yes.
Giles is a little pissed.
Yes.
And then Jenny comes barging in to just confess her feelings to Giles. Walks by Xander.
Oh,
nice shirt.
Yeah, nice shirt.
Hey, honestly, that blue shirt did look good on him. I will say it.
And then she's like rubbing his muscles.
Yeah.
Like just absentmindedly. And then she's like, oh.
Have you been working out?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So then Giles going to go find Amy and try and fix things. And he takes Jenny with him because Jenny will attack Xander if he doesn't take her.
If he had left her alone with him? So, he pushes up the card catalog.
But the door opens the other way.
The other way. And
oh my gosh.
Here comes Buffy.
And here comes Buffy.
I thought it was like a black silk, like
a robe.
But then he refers to it as a raincoat.
I know, so but it definitely looked like it was silk.
Okay.
And then and her high heels. I'm like, did you like go home and change and walk back to school in this? Did you?
She's very fast. She's the slayer. She's about to slay something.
She is about to slay that knee. So, and then Xander holds her off, and she is not pleased.
No.
And then it starts turning to anger. And then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, this spell is going to flip soon.
It is going awry.
This is not good. Amy shows up. I guess Giles didn't find her. But she shows up, and then and she gets a punch to the face. Buffy punches her in the face.
Yeah, I know what your face wants.
Woo!
Boom!
Boom! And then there's a girl fight, and Amy turns Buffy into a rat.
Yeah, call her Hecate.
Buffy rat. Yeah, she calls him Hecate. When I was in college, I was for a little while a creative writing major, my first year of college, and I was also kind of into the witchy stuff still at that point, and I wrote a poem about Hecate. Except I didn't know how to say her name.
Was it Hecate?
That's why I couldn't. I had to read it out loud to the class, and so I was like, "And I call upon you." Oh man. Okay. Okay. So the Buffy's the rat. Jenny and Giles come in. They're trying to. And then they're in kind of going back and forth between the library and in the hallway. There's a confrontation in the hallway between Cordelia and her minions because they're like, how could you treat Xander like that?
Right.
Oh man. And then another face slap. One of them, I think Harmony slaps Cordelia.
Yeah.
And then there's another girl fight going on. This is like Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Right? Like the hallway scene in Mean Girls. Okay, so then we're in the library and we're trying to find Buffy Rat. Oz shows up and Oz punches Xander in the face. Man, there is a lot of action in this episode.
Yes.
Shoo, punches flying. Man.
He's very good with the face acting.
Who?
Seth Green.
Oh, yeah?
Like, when they said Buffy's a rat, he's okay. All right, we're going to find her.
He takes things in stride.
Yes. Then out in the hallway, there's a pile-up on Cordelia, but Xander rescued her.
Xander rescues Cordelia from the minions.
Runs outside.
Going to take her to safety, but he's confronted by Willow and the crowd of women, and Willow's got an axe in her hand.
She's wielding it a lot better than when she was wielding the sledgehammer in the Bad Eggs episode.
She's learned.
Yes.
She's learned.
She was ready to use that axe.
She was. She said, I'd rather see you dead than with that biatch.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And a Willow and Harmony fight.
Yes.
Yeah. And Xander runs away with Cordelia.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we're down in the fifth set, the boiler room.
Yes. Yep. Oz is looking for Buffy, Rat. And I said, and there's a random black cat down there.
Yeah.
Of course.
I say, school basement. Where's the black
We
cat?
haven't said it in a long time, but what is this school? What's going on in this school?
And then Xander and Cordelia run to Buffy's house.
They run to Buffy's house, and Joyce is there.
Look, I have to ask you. The last time they ran to Buffy's house, they
Yes.
almost died because of the worm guy.
Yes.
Why would they go back there? Or maybe it was close. Maybe she was really close.
It's the first house. All right.
All right.
Joyce is there, and surprise, surprise, Joyce makes a move on Xander.
I think it's more of a hot night, don't you?
Gross. She kisses his neck.
Yes.
I was like, whoo! That was a good day of work for Joyce.
Then Cordelia interrupts. Go away, Cordelia.
And she
You
locks.
don't understand.
Yes, she locks her outside, and Joyce busts through the window.
Let
'Cause
Joycey in.
You gotta, Joycey. Oh, cringe.
Ted called her that.
Oh, Joycey. Let Joycey in. All right, so they go to hide in Buffy's bedroom, but Angel shows up and yanks Xander out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna take Xander, but then Drusilla shows up, and Drusilla's got it hot for Xander.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Your face is a poem.
Your face is a poem. I could read it all night. And then she's gonna bite his neck. Oh no, she says, your face is a poem. I could read it. And he says, really? It doesn't say spare me by any chance.
So the girl mob shows up.
Yes.
Now there's a lunch lady.
Oh, it's like 10 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, like they left the school and it was daytime.
Yep.
But just going from the school to Buffy's house. It's nighttime now. Yeah, and the lunch lady's still in her uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then later, we don't see it here, but later on she has a rolling pin.
This show. So we're back in the basement, still looking for the Buffy rat, and Giles is trying to get Amy to recast her spell. We're kind of going back and forth between scenes here.
Mm-hmm.
Cordelia and Xander are hiding in the basement, and again, Xander is nailing boards up against that door that opens the other way. Funny.
And then, so Amy reverses the Hecate spell.
Yes.
So Buffy's no longer a rat.
Yes.
She's naked.
Yes. And then Giles dispels Diana. Mm-hmm. So that's good. Okay. So I did say I liked the camera angle. All the women attacking Xander. The camera guy was like on the floor with all the hands coming down at him, you know. The spell is broken. The women are all confused.
What a scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
I'm glad they didn't go with the gas leak again. That's a good one, scavenger hunt.
Yeah, scavenger hunt one was pretty good. So now Buffy is no longer a rat, but she's naked, and she says, "Hi, Oz. I seem to be having a slight case of nudity here." That's pretty good.
And again, he just takes it in stride.
Sure, you know.
I'll get some gloves.
He's breezy.
Yeah.
And then they're in the hallway and talking about how Joyce bought the scavenger hunt ruse.
But she's wigged.
She's wigged because she was hitting on my friends. There's a widespread panic band poster in the hallway.
I didn't see
next
that.
to the opportunity poster. I'm thinking, wow, that's a very liberal high school. You can just put up your band posters in the hallways.
I mean, it is California.
I guess.
You know, we still have not seen Snyder in a while.
Where is he? Where is Armin? He must have been doing some other stuff at this point.
There must have been a principal retreat.
Maybe
that's
that's
months
it.
long.
Yeah.
I miss him.
I wonder what he was filming at this point. He must have been off doing some other job.
Probably Deep Space Nine.
Maybe. We just finished watching that, finally, Deep Space Nine.
I feel like it's been years.
I feel like it's been years as well. We just started Discovery.
Voyager.
Voyager. I'm liking it so far.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I like the later
I know your
seasons.
husband really likes
He
that
really
show,
does,
yeah.
yes. I don't know. I feel like the first two or three are kind of slow.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
But
You'll enjoy it.
Janeway, she's
Yes. I've always liked her in the whole series. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So, then Cordelia is back with her minions.
Before we go there,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't like how they had Buffy say, before you invoke the great roofie spirit, like, they didn't have to go there.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Yeah. Like, it was
the great roofie spirit.
Yeah, they took it to a dark place. I didn't like it.
It's all the black she's wearing, Sean. She's edgy now.
She is edgy.
Yeah.
All right. Then
Cordelia is back with her minions, and Xander walks by, and Harmony says something jerky to Xander, and Cordelia finally stands up, and she gives Harmony what for.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "I'll date whoever I want to, no matter how lame he is."
Yeah.
Good for her.
And she calls them a sheep. Well,
Right.
she calls the whole group sheep.
That's
and they
right,
are.
your sheep.
That's the sheep sticker.
She was maybe that's it. Sean, you brought it full circle.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
Wow.
And then we end with some uplifting 90s music.
Yep.
For the funny episodes.
This was definitely a comedic episode.
Yes, I like this one.
Yeah,
I really
was a comedic
do.
episode.
How many stakes would you give
I'll
this
give
one?
this one 3.25 stars. Stakes.
Okay. I'll go on with 3.75.
All right.
My favorite line, I actually didn't say it before, but when Xander says to Amy, "Enough with the Hecate," because I think she tried to turn Jenny into a rat or something. So, enough
okay.
with the Hecate.
All right. I already talked about some of my lines that I liked. Let's see. I don't want to use the force. Force is okay. It was funny. Dude, way to get dumped, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. So, at this point, by the time this is airing, I think people only have less than a week to submit the photo of their diorama.
You guys.
We have prizes.
Did you not see the prizes?
They are on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they're on Reddit. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, this is the Diorama Derby.
Diorama Derby, Derby.
Make a 2-box diorama of your favorite Buffy Season 1 or Season 2 scene. Doesn't have to be crazy.
No.
Well, something. Put something together.
Get some cardboard, for goodness sake.
Snap a photo.
Yeah.
Email it to us at thesunnydalediaries@gmail.com.
Yep.
And you can be the winner of the fabulous prizes.
Fabulous prizes. Did you not see the fabulous prizes, you guys? We got a beautiful Scrap the Catwalk bag. Homemade bag, Buffy themed. We got some Buffy coasters, the women of Buffy,
Stickers.
and an S-ton of stickers. Including one of Sid. I had a hard time not keeping some of these stickers. There's a good one of Sid. There's one that says Techno Pagan. Mm-hmm. There's
a Scooby
Scooby
right?
one. They're in the Scooby van with Spike on top. I got a couple Jenny things, I think, and I got some Drusilla. I don't know. I just bought a lot of fun stickers.
You did.
I had fun with
did.
the stickers. So you guys, this could all be yours.
Send in those diorama photos. You have until the end of May.
Yep.
All right, you want to tell them about the socials?
We are on all the socials except for X. The Sunnydale Diaries.
All right.
On all of them. Yeah. What else?
If you want to join our Discord server, there is a link to get an invite at our website, thesunnydalediaries.com. Mm-hmm. If you have enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a rating or review.
We also just posted a fun interview we did with our new friend Georgia, who was an extra background actor on Buffy seasons 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's where is that, Sean? It's on. I know it's on YouTube.
If you want to see the actual video of us, it's on YouTube. If not, it's a bonus episode listed in the same place where you're listening to the regular Sunnydale Diaries episode.
It was a good interview.
It was.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I had to keep rewinding because every school hallway scene I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
So I kept okay, now I got to go back again.
Yeah.
All right, so we will be back next time with Season 2, Episode 17.
Passione.
Passion. Not to be confused with Passions, the late 90s soap opera.
Oh, yeah.
That was wacky.
Yeah, that was wacky.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.